Okay, it's Friday morning trying to troubleshoot the problems with the web application not being able to play MP3 files. And so what appears to be happening, let's just say what's happening when I click certain stories that appear to be not converted yet on the web app. They will apparently trigger a process on the server, but the MP3 file never loads, and the JW player shows up disfigured and will not play audio. Now, when I go and try to play the same story on the BuzzVoice iPhone application, it will play. So I'm going to quickly try to walk through what's happening here and look at it on the server. So I'm looking at /gear. This is a feed that I know has a number of unconverted stories in it. So I'm looking at the BuzzVoice RSS feed, and I can tell that all these stories have not been converted yet by looking at the link. So what I'm going to do is follow this through to the server. So on the server, I'm looking at the /gear feed 1667 for the audio in the audio folder, and I can see from earlier attempts this morning that files are being created. It looks like there's a lot of WAV files being created, not necessarily a corresponding MP3, and then here's a WAV file with a corresponding MP3 file. I'm not sure if that was generated from the app, the iPhone app, or from the web app. So let's take a quick look at this. So I'm going to go into the web application, and click on the story Nintendo 3DS sturdier than DS Lite. Let's see what happens here. So it's going to kick off, I believe, a conversion here. If I look in the folder on the server, don't see anything happening yet. So let's take a look and see what's happening on the application. So here's what happened on the application. The application thinks that it kicked off the process, and then the JW player loads disfigured. Let's try to click it again. Same result. And let's see, let's just try to refresh this. Okay, so it looks like, okay, this might be the story. Looks like it just generated a WAV file. So the story ending in 340 only generated a WAV file, did not generate an MP3 file, which is why it won't play on the web app. So let's go ahead and try. 4430, make sure that that's the right one. Now, if I go into the same story on the iPhone app, let's see what happens on the server too. I need to hit play. Okay, so the server is creating that file now.
Nintendo 3DS, sturdier than DS Lite and grease phobic. From /gear, Nintendo has been talking about the physical.
So there you can see what's happening on the web app. When I click a story, it's generating a WAV file, but not generating an MP3 file. On the iPhone app, when I click that same story, it generates a WAV file and then creates an MP3 file and actually works. So hopefully that gives a clue as to what's happening. Not sure about the solution yet. More to follow.